stars. But how did people figure out what they look like? How do they know which one's part of a constellation?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of random stars. How did people decide which ones go together?
Hello stargazers, I'm Stella and I'm here to help you learn how constellations are formed and why they've been so important throughout history.
So, how did people make constellations out of all the stars?
Great question! Thousands of years ago, people looked up at the stars and used their imaginations. They connected the brightest stars to form shapes, kind of like a cosmic connect the dots. These shapes became constellations, which often represented animals, heroes, gods, or important objects from their cultures. But constellations were more than just stories. They also had practical uses.
Practical? Like what?
Constellations were important for navigation, timekeeping, and even farming. And farmers knew when to plant crops based on when certain constellations rose or set. Now, how about an experiment to see how constellations are formed?
An experiment? How can we make constellations?
Let me show you. These are stars scattered across the sky. Now, I'll give you the power to connect them just like people did thousands of years ago.
Ooh, I want to make an animal. Look, it's a lion.
Beautiful, Andrea. That's just how people use their imaginations to turn random stars into creatures like Leo, the lion.
It's really just our imagination that turns the stars into pictures?
Yes, Farah. Constellations don't look like animals or people. They're simply patterns we create. Farmers could tell the time of year by seeing where it appeared in the sky.
So, constellations were like calendars too?
Exactly! The stars and constellations help people know when the seasons were changing, when it was time to plant or harvest, and even when certain festivals or celebrations should happen.
I love that! The stars are like our link to the past and the future.
So remember, every time you look up at the constellations, you're looking at the same stars that guided ancient explorers, storytellers, and farmers.
I'll never look at the stars the same way again. Thanks, Stella.
Me too! I'm going to try to make new constellations every time I stargaze.
Keep exploring and using your imagination, my friends. The stars will always be there, waiting to guide you and share their stories.
Do you know that the Big Dipper looks different in other parts of the world? Because of the Earth's shape, and depending on where you are, in some places, the Big Dipper is upside down.
Did you know that constellation Cassiopeia is shaped like a big W or M in the sky?
Yeah, I've seen that. But why is it named Cassiopeia?
It's named after a queen from Greek mythology. She was so vain that gods placed her in the sky, but they made sure she spent half the year upside down as punishment.
Thanks for watching! We hope you learned something new about constellations today. Bye!